Hi everyone, it's Angela from Minimal Means. Today I am super excited to talk about my next endeavor. Every year I do a no spend challenge. This is the third year in a row that I've done it. I think the first year I did it just for January. The second year I did it January through April 7th. And then this year I'm going to start on December 28th is my goal. And I'm going to go all the way to April 7th. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what's all involved in a no spend challenge. Yours may look totally different than mine, but I want to talk about what I do and hopefully inspire you to have your own no spend challenge for whatever period of time you want with whatever rules you want. First, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that there are real people who can't even afford the basic benefits. So I realize doing a no spend is really a privilege. So let's treat it like that. Like I said, did this last year for 3 months. I have some rules here that I wrote up last year and I saved them because I will use this as a guide for this year. So I would write down these rules if I were you. So write down what you're going to be allowed. So for us, we're vegan. And the most impact I find is that at the grocery store. For me, it seems we spend a lot at the grocery store. And when I do these no spends, we spend significantly less. So first of all, for us being vegan, I will buy unlimited produce. So I don't have a certain amount on produce or non-dairy items. But I do make myself only spend $5 a week on other things. I have so many things in my pantry and in my freezer that I can use up. So if it's not fresh produce, I'm only going to spend $5 a week on something else. That's a challenge. I will replace, or I will not replace, I will fix what breaks during that time frame, during this 3 months until, actually it's 100 days. So from December 28th to April 7th is 100 days. That's how long I'm going to do the no spend. I'm allowed to use gift cards. So I anticipate I'll get some gift cards for Christmas and I'll be using those up during this no spend time. There are some things I absolutely will not buy, which are cleaners, clothing, Starbucks. This one hurts. This one hurts me. But I have some gift cards that I received for Children's Day from my mother, and I will use those. And after those Starbucks are gone, and after the free ones that I have are gone, there's no more Starbucks for me, which that one will be a problem, but I can do it. Say hi to Ramsey. No, other no's. I'm not going to go out to the other coffee shop. I'm going to go, but I'm not going to buy anything. No going out to eat unless I have a gift card, and no paper products. Because I talk about getting practical gifts, we'll get a lot of paper towel and toilet paper for Christmas. So I anticipate that I won't need any paper products during that time frame. And then there will be a certain time that I will do no shopping at all. So after December 28th, I'll probably set a date of probably like 3 weeks that I won't do any shopping at all. So I'm going to write that date down on my new list. And then I'm going to have things that are allowed. So how do I know what's allowed? I'm going to go through my calendar. So from December 28th until April 7th, I'm going to take a look and see what I have going on. So I know I have a work party that I'll have to go to. So I will make an exception to purchase probably a drink and an appetizer on that day. I'm going to write these things down. I have a trip planned, 2 trips, actually 2 long weekend trips planned. I'm going to allow spending on those because these were already previously pre-planned. I have, Valentine's Day in February. Last year, I didn't spend any money on Valentine's Day, and I made all of our the things that I gave away. So I'm going to continue to do that. So that's not going to be an exception. I do have a birthday and an anniversary in January, and those I have already purchased the presents for, so I don't have to use those as an exception. And I'll make cards for those if I'm going to give out cards. Then in March, I have another weekend trip planned. So that one is probably going to require a overnight hotel stay. So I'm going to allow that. So I'm going to write all these things down that I'm going to allow. Last year, I was saving the money for a surgery that my daughter needed. So that's something you should also do. So write your yeses, your nos, your allowed, what you're allowing, and your goals. So what is your goal? Last year, we had a big trip planned. So, I set a goal of $4,000 to save in that 3 months. I think this year I'll be able to save a lot more because we don't have any big trips planned. So I will probably save at least 5,000, but I'll set that number, and so will you. You'll set the number that you want to save within your length of time, and then you'll set what you want to use it for. So we plan to go on a out of the country vacation in June. So I hope that whatever I save will be enough to pay for that out of the country trip. So set your goal and what you want to use it on. I think what you'll find during this no spend is some amazing results that you wouldn't have anticipated, but you're going to have more free time for hobbies because you're not out there shopping. You're not shopping online. You have more time for yourself. So whatever you like doing, you'll have more time for reading or movies or, being with your family, whatever it is, you'll have more time for that. Another thing is, I know it's around the holidays and you're going, oh, this is a bad time to do it. There's never a good time to do it. So there's never a perfect time to do it. But I think for myself, starting December 28th, which is after I have all of my Christmas occasions done, is the perfect timing for me. So you probably already have your Christmas presents bought too. So you could probably start your no spend earlier, but pick a date, stick with it, start there and decide your start, your end dates, what is allowed, what's not allowed, and then your goals, what you want to save and what you're going to do with it. Then just judging from last year, the things that I screwed up on, I guess they're not really screw ups, but I wrote down the things that I didn't anticipate that happened, just so I would remember them this year. And last year, what happened? Mr. Ramsey here got sick. So I had to buy some special kitty litter, and that cost $28. So of course I was going to make that exception. So he is going to be fine. I forgot about my tax preparation, what I had to pay to have the taxes done, and then I got a flat tire. So there are going to be things that happen that you can't anticipate, but just write them down. It's fine. If you have to spend money on your baby, it's fine, but just be more aware of your spending, and this will make you more aware. Again, in that 3 months, I had 3 things that happened during that time frame. So you don't know what's going to happen. You may have to spend money on some medical bills. You don't know, but this is a great way to start. And remember too about the no spend. So as far as groceries, I think for our household, the groceries makes the biggest impact. So I am going to write down a date that I'm going to first shop after that December 28th, and it will be 2 to 3 weeks out from December 28th. And that was one of my other tips. When I have a grocery list, I write at the top, not shopping until January 28th. And that way, everybody who writes something on the list knows they're not going to get it anytime soon. So they know, oh, I'm writing milk on the list, but I won't get that until such and such a date. So I hope you're as excited as I am about this. Why don't you comment below that you're in and tell me what length of time or what your start and end dates are going to be. I'd love to hear that. Remember to like, subscribe, and why don't you share this with a friend? Everybody can benefit from this no spend. I'm really excited about it, so I hope you get excited about it too. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Bye.